This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey guys, this is Good Work Waco, and I'm your host, Lydia Tate. Well, welcome back to Good Work Waco. I'm so glad you joined us today. As you know, we are amplifying the voices of local nonprofits here in Waco. And one of the goals that I have for this podcast is to really pump up the volume for small nonprofits that are run by busy people who might also have daytime jobs at the same time. So we're looking to really give them a shout out on Good Work Waco and let you guys know about the great work that they're doing. So I want to welcome today Animals Have Hearts Too Pet Sanctuary, founded and run by Patricia Meadows.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hi. Thanks, Patricia. I'm so glad you could join us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about the history of Animals Have Hearts Too.
Yes. It's been a passion project, which I'm sure you hear that word quite often in nonprofit. Started with my dad when I was 13, volunteering, helping rescue cats and dogs all over the community. And then fast forward to my adult years, and my family and I were rescuing animals from the streets, from the shelter, wherever the need was. And then my husband decided to build me a dog barn. So we would move the dogs from the inside of the house, all the animals, to a beautiful, large dog rescue barn. And we call it Animals Have Hearts Too.
Where does the name come from?
That name comes from my dad, who was a huge animal rescuer in our community. And when he passed away, I found all his notes, and he had Animals Have Hearts Too written on a lot of his notepads. And so we just went with that name, and it fits what our mission is, because one day we may be able to grow, and it encompasses all animals. And we love the name, and it means a lot.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
So he had it just written all over everything.
He had it on so many notepads everywhere.
He was dreaming about it.
He was dreaming about it.
So great that you could come make that a reality.
Yes.
You guys have been around for what, about 6 years now?
Approximately 6 years,
Yeah.
Yes.
And tell me more about, what does the pet sanctuary look like?
It's beautiful. It's a big barn. We built it where the kennels are wide and spacious, but honestly, it has a space where they all just get to run around. It's a little over approximately an acre. They all sleep together. They all play together. They have separate kennels where there's feeding that happens there. When we get a new little angel in, we have a decompression zone, we call it, and it has its own kennel with a little yard so they can start feeling comfortable, and then we introduce them slowly to the other dogs.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
And it's all dogs right now?
All dogs right now. We do help promote kittens and cats on our website and social media, like if somebody's found a kitten and rescued it but can't keep it. And we've been successfully able to find placement for cats and kittens that way. We just don't have the space for them at our property, but yes.
Okay. So the dogs are able to stay, and they
Yes.
have a great space.
Yes.
We're gonna have to go see that. I'm gonna have to go take a little tour sometime.
We would love it.
Okay. Well, so tell me about, you founded this because of your dad's passion and everything like that. Tell me a story about how you became so closely connected.
Yes. Over the years, I've volunteered for the local shelter and different places involving animals. And the need is so great for rescue for these sweet babies who either may not have a place, be left on the streets, or on the euthanasia list. There's so many animals brought into the local shelter, and rescues all over the community are at capacity. And so I was bringing home a dog a day, it felt like, to my family, I'm sure. And so this this operation came about just for the strict need. And so we started pulling dogs from the local shelter and rehabbing them and building their confidence, getting some meat back on their bones, and letting them learn to trust and love again. And then it just kind of blossomed from there. From one dog, at one time I had, 20 something up in the dog barn. And so then we're able to place them with wonderful owners. Still, I'm on a lot of people's Christmas card list, and they're sending me pictures of their dogs that we had.
That's
and it melts your heart to see a dog that might not have made it or left on the streets, and to see them just living the life that they deserve to live.
So I met you outside of the farmer's market,
Yes.
out in front of, what restaurant was that?
Street Dog Cafe.
Outside of Street Dog Cafe. And okay, so the dog that has stuck with me is Bonnie. She had on a tutu. She was so cute.
Bonnie is a hoot, and she's deaf, and her time at the shelter is tough, and she landed in a couple other places, but it didn't stick. And so Bonnie ended up with us, and we are so grateful to have her. She has this personality. She's excited about life. But to take on a deaf dog, she had a few sleepovers, and people didn't understand her excitement. And so she is with us until she finds that perfect person, and she's an angel on earth, and she will find a forever home.
So you have founded and direct this organization as a passion project. I know that you are a realtor by trade. You have a few different companies that you run.
Yes.
You're a busy lady.
Yes.
Yeah. But you say that you guys are open 24/7.
Yes.
24/7. That's incredible. Tell us about why that is so necessary.
Well, people call all hours of the night, and in my real estate business, people will call up till 10 p.m. sometimes. In the animal rescue business, I will get a call at midnight and or 10 or 9 at night, because our website does show 24 hours. And if they're Googling rescues, they'll see that. And I want to be able to guide people. If they're caught a dog or a cat and they're like, what do I do? I can't take it home. And this was the primary story. This happens often, but just the most recent story, 2 nights ago, a young lady named Ella, sweet young girl from Baylor, called me, and in tears, there was a dog at the McLean Stadium that had been there for a couple of weeks, had been spotted at Cameron Park as well, and everybody knows how cold it was. The last few days it was in the 30s, and for days she tried to catch. Finally, with help of a friend, caught this little angel, and she called me at 9 something 2 nights ago, and was like, what do I do? I said, bring it out here. And so that little angel shows up, bones, scared to death, didn't want anybody touching him, and his name is Bear, after the Baylor Bears.
Okay.
And he is cute as pie. His confidence accelerated in less than 24 hours just from simple getting some rest, some food, and tender love. And I laid with him probably till 1 a.m. the night that he arrived, and the next morning you would have thought that we've been a family forever. So that little bear is getting neutered on Friday, shots, and then available for adoption.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, what a rehab. That's
yes.
huge. That's huge. Sweet. Oh, man. So what kind of, I know that you're looking to place dogs in homes. Are there any other services that you guys offer?
Yes. We have a wonderful volunteer program, and volunteers are I call them the Heart Squad. That's what we call them at Animals Have Hearts Too, the Heart Squad, because they are what allow me to be able to do more networking, just like this with you.
Yes.
All weekly we have volunteers come out, and I explain to the volunteers there's a tour list that needs to be done daily. But honestly, I just want them to do what they want to do. If they just want to come there and love and play with the dogs, that is probably the most important thing. And so they do. And then there's others that want to do laundry and clean, and I love that as well. But the main goal is to build the confidence of the dogs, have them be with different people than besides
Yes.
me, and have volunteers that are out there networking for Animals Have Hearts too. They got us into the Baylor Parade, and it was
that's
so
so
much fun.
fun.
Our dogs were the hit. They all had on tutus if they were girls, and the boys had on muscle T-shirts, and
Cute.
it was cute. And so, it's one of the, and I have ages of all volunteers from age 12 to 84. And one of my volunteers is 84, and I just love it.
I love that.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's such a great spread of volunteers. I'm sure that a lot of the kids love coming out and playing with the dogs too.
They do. They come. The young kids. They come almost daily. There's somebody out there, and it's kind of like we call it free therapy because it's just fresh air and dogs. You know, you can't get better than that.
It's hard to do better than that.
Yes.
Yes, that's good. Except actual therapy.
Yes.
Big proponents. So, how many dogs do you have on site right now that are
On
available?
site right now, we have 16 dogs.
Okay.
And they range in age. One of them is about to be 15 years old. She and her brother, Baby, is 15, and Juju is 13. They landed in the shelter over a year ago. Their owner had died, and they were heartbroken. And I got a call, hey, do you have space for these senior? And I'm so grateful I got those two. And they are alive and kicking. And whoever owned them loved them so much because you can just tell by the way they are. So they may end the rest of their life at Animals Have Hearts too, and we're so fine with that. Or they may find a home. And so we're open to that too. So yes,
That's great.
yes.
Are there any particular dogs that are up that need homes right now that you want to talk about?
Yes. So I have a young dog named Elvis, and Elvis is so handsome. He is just as handsome as the real Elvis was. And
I'm his namesake.
Yes, and he has been tossed around from his life, and he landed with a friend of mine who took him and brought him in, and then he needed to come to the rescue. And so he's there, he's thriving, he's good with dogs, he loves humans, he knows his commands, and he's a special boy whose heart's been broken one too many times. And so he's ready to rock and roll, and he is so cute.
Oh, that's good. Did you hear that? Elvis is ready to rock
Rock
and
and
roll.
roll.
That was good.
I didn't even think about
That
that.
was good. I
Yes.
mean, hey. And he's going to sing us a little song.
Yeah, he will.
That
He'll
sort of thing.
dance. Yeah.
Okay. Is there another dog you want to talk about?
I will have to say my sweet little Bonnie. If I'm okay to mention Bonnie again.
Oh, I know. She's
Bonnie,
so cute.
Bonnie is deaf. She's short. She's a little thicky, and she's just special. She is happy. If you need joy in your life, this girl brings it every single day. She loves to ride in the car. She rides on our land with us.
She's having a good old time walking around the farmer's market.
Oh, she
really
loves the
was.
farmer's market. She loves the parade. And then one other dog, all of them need a special home or a loving home, but Banana.
Okay, yeah. I met Banana.
Oh, man. Banana, she talks to you. She's like, oh, she's so special. And she was found at the end of a cul-de-sac of a home that left her out in a crate, a wire crate, in the 110 beating and not to be touched, left in her own feces, not to be fed and watered. And a group of us women rescued that baby. And she and her sibling at the time, her sibling got adopted. And Banana is great with dogs, good with cats, wonderful with humans, and she is looking for a place to land.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Banana. How
Yes.
did she get her name?
She actually, one of the donors who helped me with Banana, like the medical and all the things, that was the name she gave, and it fits her.
And it just stuck.
It just stuck. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Let's talk about great partners and collaborations. Do
Yes.
you have anybody that you partner with in the community? Tell us about that.
Well, I will tell you a few people. Best Fido Friends, they are a doggy daycare, and they're incredible humans. They love animals. They care about animals and the welfare. And they have allowed me to take some dogs there when I'm in need. If I'm overflowing and I just need a space for a couple of weeks or so, the dog goes into doggy daycare at Best Fido, gets to play all day, gets the love of the wonderful staff there, and then it helps me be able to fill a space and helps them be better. And they've actually have found a few adopters through their operation as well.
That's great.
Yes. And so they're wonderful. And then I have to give a shout out to my mom. Like my mom supports me
Best volunteers ever.
ever. She will blankets, food, just support.
Yeah.
And my mom is probably my biggest supporter. Yeah.
Aw, that's so sweet. I
Yes.
love that so much.
Yes.
Well, that brings us to volunteers, actually. So I know you cannot do what you do without a ton of volunteers. How can somebody connect to you that really wants to come out and muck the stalls or come and play with dogs or maybe even help out on a sunny day?
Yes. Anybody can call me, 254-709-9955, plus my website. People email me daily for dogs or questions. They can reach me any of those avenues. If I don't answer my phone, I'll call back same day. We also are in need for fosters. Fosters is the part of the program that I am building right now, and I need fosters in order to pull more dogs. I get, zero exaggeration, 15 to 25 calls a day on people, I need to surrender my dog. I found 6 puppies and a mama on the side of the highway. Well, in order for me to take in any more animals, I need to make sure others are out so I can physically be able to. So the fosters, I have 3 wonderful fosters right now. I need to intensify that program quite a bit, and that will allow Animals Have Hearts to save even more lives. And so
Wow. So if we want to be a foster family, that's definitely an opportunity. There's opportunities to connect for volunteers. What types? I know we have people who are going to come and help clean and come and help play. Any other types of volunteers that you're looking for? I mean, we're talking, if you do social media, give me a call, that sort of thing. Like, what other volunteers are you looking for?
100%. You said it exactly. My weakness is the social media part. I can get a video up there, but I need constant help on navigating that and growing my database and the followers and all that. So social media, people going out door to door, knocking on doors for donors, whether it's financial, which we always need to keep this going, but also from blankets to food. Food is expensive for dogs, and we feed our dogs well. We want them to go to the next family with a good bill of health, and food is a part of that. Medical, preventatives, toys, enrichment, blankets, beds. It takes a lot to run animal rescue, period. It just takes a lot. So everybody has their strengths, and some people are like, I love animals, I don't want to be with them. Great. I have another. I want to meet with you. What fuels you to help? And that's how I want to guide them.
That's great.
Yes.
That's so wonderful. You brought up donors.
Yes.
And I love to talk about money. If you've listened to my episodes, you know that we're going to talk about money because nonprofits cannot do what they do without funding. We always need grants. We always need great donors in the community. We need sponsors. We need people to help out with what we do in order to keep that passion going and to intensify the journey and to bring it to other people's doorsteps. And like we said, we need foster families. We need food for the dogs and all those things. So donors are the heartbeat of what we do. And I would love to have our listeners know how they can become a donor.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate everyone that donates now. And to become a donor, we have on our website different opportunities, whether it's $10 a month, which is amazing. You can't even imagine that it helps, to thousands of dollars a month, or even some people want to do a big donation. You can do that through our website. I can come pick up a check, Venmo, we take it all. I will drive anywhere for a donation. And it is very important because every day, not only Animals Have Hearts do we have to help the animals that are on our property, we also are feeding right now, this very moment, 26 families with dogs or cats, and some have both. We are sending food to them every month. When I take the calls of why people are needing to surrender, we do a question-based conversation, like, why are you surrendering? I'm trying to get to the nuts and bolts of this conversation with them. And I've figured out that 70% of the time it's because they can't afford the food.
Can't afford the food.
And so they need to feed themselves and their family or pay, they've got medical bills. And I'm like, so if I help you pay for food every month, then you're okay with keeping your little angel? And they're like, yes. So I put them on a program for 3 months. They're getting food every 2 weeks or how often. And
oh my goodness, that's amazing.
it is incredible. And I need to be better about keeping track of how many people we have kept from surrendering their dogs to a local shelter or dumping on the street, because it is, right now it's 26 families. A few months ago, I was up to like 32 families we were feeding, and that's is a lot of money. But if I can keep that pet with that family and they love each other and everything's fine, it's just food until they get back on their feet, then to me that's an opportunity that is just not talked about. And so we need donors for that.
That is an incredible service.
Yes, it is.
Keeping pets with their loving families.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things we do, and that honestly I need to talk more about it, because it every day I see who's being delivered to what, and it's and they all thank me and they're all appreciative of it. And then some people have called me, I'm back on my feet. We don't need it anymore. And I'm so blessed that they take the time to do that as well.
Yeah,
so
that's incredible. Now you help with food. Any other expenses that are pet related that you help with?
Medical. And medical is probably one of the biggest expenses. Not only do we help other people with, if somebody says my cat got hit by a car and its leg needs to be amputated, I can't afford it and they're going to euthanize it. And my first questions are, okay, like, can I speak to the vet? Is it going to live if we amputate it, type thing? And but also, what can you put toward it? And if it's $200, and then we provide the rest. If they're that wanting their pet to survive, and the pet can survive. Yeah, some people are preventatives. They had a lady call, and she has quite a few animals, quite a few dogs, but they all have fleas. So we ordered supply, got it shipped to them, give it to them, and get them, just helping people. People are in need. Yeah. They love their animals. And then our own medical at our rescue, that's a lot of money that goes out every month. Some of them have heartworms. Everybody needs preventative. We had one of our most special angels, Blueberry, who came from the shelter, and his family had died, and they were left in the home. And when they got Blueberry, all the other siblings got homes except Blueberry, and Blueberry was heartbroken. And I was asked to take Blueberry, and I'm so glad I did. And he ended up living with us until his heart gave out. But he had 1 full year of the best life at Animals Have Hearts too. But his heart, when we first got him, his belly was super bloated. And the money that it cost to get his heart repaired, to where he could live a full year of great health, was very expensive. Very much worth it, but it takes funds to help that mission. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and I think that, those investments that our community makes into these beautiful passion projects that are small nonprofits, it really does change lives. And it provides an opportunity for people to grow and to invest their time through volunteerism, and then also just providing beautiful homes for all these animals.
Yes.
and keeping people connected with their pets. I think that's just a beautiful, beautiful mission.
Yes, that's one of my favorite missions, because just when I'm talking to families and they're emotional over over having to make that decision, and it's a tough decision. I can't imagine being in that position. And so I would love to donors the community, volunteers, foster, everybody to know about that program because it is a game changer.
It's huge. Is there anything else you want to share with our listeners before we depart?
Yeah, I want to appreciate our community because I feel like we have a great community here in McLennan County and the surrounding counties that do love animals. As everyone knows, everybody sees animals still running around, being dumped,
Yes.
and it's an everyday dilemma. And so, how can we be better? And I feel like we can be better together. And just for people to remember that animals do have hearts. Like, they are living creatures who are just give so much love. And so let's support the animals.
Let's support. Oh,
Yeah.
well, if you want to get in touch with Patricia and Animals Have Hearts Too, let's find out where we can find them on social media and on their website.
Yes, we have Animals Have Hearts Too website. And then we're on Instagram, Animals Have Hearts _2. And then on Facebook, the same. And then, of course, my number, 254-709-9955.
All right. And that's Animals Have Hearts Too, TOO.
Oh,
just in case
yes,
you're wondering. Not the
two.
number 2, but TOO.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Well, Patricia, thank you so much for being here with
Thank
me.
you.
And it's just been so lovely to learn more about your mission and the amazing things that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Good Work Waco. And make sure you grab your earbuds and listen next time when we shout it out from the Alico building. Good work, Waco. If you want to learn more or get involved, follow me at Good Work Waco on social media platforms and listening platforms everywhere. And hey, by the way, good work, Waco.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.